Alrighty guys, welcome to yet another episode of my Let's Play of the full version of the crew. And in this episode, we've got the rough RT-35 raid spec. This was released with Ninja Pack, as you can call it. And here it is. It goes from something that looks cool to something that looks absolutely insane. So yeah, the Ninja Patch just basically enabled this thing. It was actually released on Tuesday, when normally stuff like this would be released on Wednesday after the server maintenance. So yeah, overall this thing is really cool. It's got a very cool interior. It just looks incredible overall. I've never seen a raid spec car that looks as incredible as this. I mean, you can even see the radiators hanging out through the side grills on the rear bumper. And if you go into photo mode and fly into the rear bumper, you will actually be able to see those radiators hanging out behind the bumper. And they're just hanging there. They are attached down there as well. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, I also have a new YouTube intro for here. So, thanks to Arctic Games that actually helped me record all the clips for my YouTube intro and as well as my YouTube outro. The intro didn't come out nearly as good as I was hoping it would, but it could have been a lot worse. And the outro just came out extremely amazing. I'm very happy with the outcome of both the intro and the outro. But in the future, I think I'll do something a little bit better for the intro. But for now, I guess it'll work. And I just failed. Now, the big issue with... let's move back to the RT-35. The big issue with this car is handling. This thing handles as if it has no sway bars whatsoever. I mean, literally, you saw I turned and the... As you can see, when I turn, the right rear wheel or the left rear wheel will just basically go completely stance nation. The suspension just bottoms out as soon as you corner. It's very weird. And of course there's a weird glitch where the brakes actually have a heating type thing. So basically you brake and then the brakes start glowing from heating up. And of course there's another issue where if you do a burnout, it takes a very, very long time for it to actually get off the line. Which is a weird glitch. This is the first time it's appeared. And I was looking for some rims, but apparently none of the rims really would work for this car. So yeah, I just chose those ones. Of course, you can sticker it, you can do stuff with the interior. I decided to do carbon fiber because I turned the carbon fiber the tub into carbon fiber, which was pretty cool. So yeah, overall the interior is cool, but the handling is an atrocious. It handles really, really bad, and of course the acceleration is also pretty bad. But this thing has incredibly fast gear shifts. Nothing else like it in raid spec, and I decided to go with this vinyl pack for this car. So yeah, overall basically this thing's done. Oh, and I decided to go with the plate as well, just to make it look a bit more interesting. And of course the plate's in a very interesting spot. I've never seen it just like tucked over to the left of the exhaust. Yeah, overall this is a pretty cool addition to the game. It just needs to be buffed out some more. Handling's weird, like I said. The acceleration is kind of meh. The first gear gets messed up, and as far as I know, the top speed is not very good as well. But yeah, it's got pretty cool lights. Here I am looking around at it in photo mode, just to have a look at it. It looks really cool, I have to admit. It's incredibly cool. It looks like, kind of reminds me of that Z4 raid spec. It turns into like a little sports car, normal looking sports car. Then as soon as you put the raid spec kit on it, it turns into just basically a monster truck, a mini monster truck. It's incredible what this thing is. And of course flying around in the interior, there's a missing texture actually on the speedometer. As you can see, there's no little red glowing thing on there, but that's a minor issue. And you can't really look at the gauges very well. It's blocked by the steering wheel. In fact, the steering wheel actually says rough on it, which is pretty cool. Never seen that before. And as you can see, the cornering is just an atrocious. On the road, it is actually pretty bad, but when you actually take it off-road, it handles extremely well. And apparently in full assistance, it handles a lot better than in sport or any of the other assists. But still, it's pretty bad. It needs to get buffed out later on in the future when Calling All Units comes out, along with the MX-5 with its awful brakes. But this thing's not. This is still a fun car to drive. I've driven it on faction missions, and just driving it by itself on faction missions, it's a blast. It's an amazing car to drive. As you can see, it has the wipers, it has a really cool interior, and of course when you look back you just see that little ducktail spoiler on the back. So yeah, overall, I would save your credits if you're looking for something that's very nice to use for raid spec. You should get the Silverado instead of this thing, because the Silverado handles bumps better than this and it's just faster. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys here with a clip of me driving on a bootlegger, so with this car. So I'll see you guys on the next one.
Acknowledged. Suspect is in the wind. All units stand by.